I am absolutely adamant that I am not going to spend this autumn and winter in a uniform of jeans and sweatshirts. Don't get me wrong, there is absolutely nothing wrong with jeans and sweatshirts, and I will probably be reaching for those fairly often in the coming months, but I really want to make sure that my wardrobe is full of other possibilities that are going to make me feel a little bit more pulled together but still have the comfort level that you get with jeans and sweatshirts. I love the idea of a capsule wardrobe of 20 beautifully curated pieces that all go perfectly well together, but let's be honest, as someone who sews, sewing 20 things and then calling it a day is never going to happen. There is far too much out there for that to ever happen. But what I do want to do is think a bit more intentionally about the garments that I sew and how they all go well together, maybe sticking within a colour palette of sorts as well. I work from home now, but I still have to do the school run errands, go swimming lessons, birthday parties, things like that. So it's all got to work well. It's got to be comfortable, it's got to be practical, but of course I want it to be stylish as well. Now, I do love jeans. I have a couple of pairs that I love to wear, but they do take a little bit more work, a little bit longer to get the fit right and to sew them. So I'm looking for something a little quicker, a little easier, and preferably with an elasticated waist. Enter the Chanterelle Pants by Sew Liberated. I think these might just be the most perfect pair of elasticated waist trousers. I've made a few other pairs of elasticated waist trousers before, and quite often I end up with extra fabric around my tummy, meaning I need to do adjustments, I need to reduce the rise, I need to do this, I need to do that. These ones, apart from a bit of grading between the waist and the hips, fit me straight out of the packet, which has never happened on a pair of trousers before. Never. Sew Liberated describe the chanterelles as casual bottoms that can take centre stage in your wardrobe, whether that's because you've gone for a really bright, really statement fabric, or you've opted for something casual like a lightweight denim, or something soft and cozy. Basically, this is a really versatile pattern that can work throughout all the year, all the seasons, depending on which ones you go for. So view A is a wide leg style. It's the one that I'm actually wearing today. So it's very wide leg. There's a lot of ease in it. It has inset pockets as well as patch pockets on the back. All views are finished with an elasticated waist that's top stitched. And view B is slightly different. So view B has a really subtle barrel leg style that's created with a pleated cuff at the hem, and that one has patch pockets on the front and patch pockets on the back. So I'll show you those ones in a minute as well. There is also view C, which are shorts. I'm not a shorts girl, so I haven't done those, but these are such a win. Sew Liberated size range goes from a 0 to a 34, which is a 33.5-inch hip at size 0 to a 61-inch hip at size 34. So really great sizings. I decided to sew both view A and view B. So let's start with view A, which is what I am wearing today. And I decided to sew this one because it's wide leg. It works really well in very floaty fabrics. And this is a viscose twill that was actually in the SewHayleyJane classic boxes 5 years ago in 2020. So it has been waiting on the shelf for 5 years for the perfect project. I'm not sure why the perfect project hasn't come along for this particular fabric for the last 5 years, but I'm really glad it didn't because I love these so much. They are absolutely perfect. The colour means it's quite trans-seasonal. I can wear it in the summer and sort of that shift into autumn. It's still warm, but it's a wide leg trouser that's super breezy. It's still okay, although I might be tempted to put tights on underneath these as it gets colder because that's how much I want to wear them all the time. terms of sizing for this one, because it's such a wide leg and it's elasticated, I actually didn't grade at all on this one. I went for the straight size 26, which is kind of sort of between my waist and my hip size, because I knew that based on the finished garment measurements, there was a lot of ease in the hips, so I knew I'd be fine there, and that I could just make the elastic a little bit shorter to fit me and draw it in perfectly there. The only change I did make was, because the pattern is drafted for 5.5 foot and I'm 5'7", I added 2 extra inches, but that was too much. I ended up taking a load off. I probably could have been absolutely fine by just lengthening it by 1 inch. I've taken them up. They're still quite long and drag a little bit on the floor, so as long as there's no rain and puddles to soak it up, we're okay, but I might end up taking it up just a fraction more as well. View A also has inset pockets, so the pocket bag is sort of sewn and folded over to become the pocket and part of the trouser leg. So you've got good pockets, really comfortable. They sit at exactly the right place for plunging my hands into if I need to. There are also patch pockets on the back, but I couldn't actually be bothered to put the patch pockets on the back of this one, so I didn't. Also because the fabric is a print and I didn't think I would ever put anything in back pockets on a pair of viscose trousers, so I left those ones out. But let me go and pop on view B and show you what I've done there. Okay, view B, so this is the tapered barrel leg style. This is not a style that I have, actually I say this isn't a style I haven't worn before. Having made these, it has reminded me that I did have a pair of trousers when I was about 20. Very similar to this, and I loved them, but my shape, my body shape was completely different back then, and I haven't worn anything like it since. But I wanted to try it out. The barrel leg style is everywhere, it's really, really popular, and I like that this was quite subtle. It didn't have the panel that you get on a lot of barrel leg trousers. Instead, it's created by a pleat at the cuff, with a cuff at the hem. So let's give them a go. They were easy to sew. They've got patch pockets on the front as well as patch pockets on the back, which I did do this time. I really, really love them. They're really comfortable. The only thing I think I might do is a bit of a full tummy adjustment on this one. View B doesn't have as much ease in it as view A. Obviously view A has a really wide leg, but there's also not quite as much ease around the hips and tummy area as well. And because I have what is affectionately known as an apron tummy, thanks to my daughter, I do feel that it highlights that quite a bit, which isn't a bad thing necessarily, and it probably is just me honing in on that part of my body that I'm not super comfortable with. But I think maybe a little full tummy adjustment might just give it a little more room. I don't think I need to change the rise on this at all, which is a adjustment I often have to do on trousers because they sit in exactly the right place. I don't have too much fabric bunching up, or not enough fabric bunching up around my tummy. I just feel like I just need to open it up just a little bit. So that might be a consideration for the future. Other than that, I absolutely love them. I used a vintage style cotton in this beautiful rust colour that I got from Guthrie and Ghani. Guthrie and Ghani have got loads of gorgeous colours of this type of fabric, plus others in their core collection that would be perfect for any future Shanterelle pants. I did grade a little bit on these between the waist and the hips, so I went from a size 26 at the waist to a 30 at the hip, just a really gentle curve thanks to my beautiful French ruler, which I can't believe I only got a year ago. That tool, if you get one tool, make it a French curve, because my goodness me, it's so much easier than trying to do things by hand. These Shanterelle pants are actually the featured pattern in the Pattern Club at ThreadySetGo, which if you haven't heard is my new venture. It's a sewing community hub, and every month I feature a different pattern. We sew it up, there's help and support in the forum, there's also video tutorials to help you make your own, and a really nice little discount code for the pattern from Sew Liberated. And then at the end of the month, the last Monday in September, I will be hosting a live online event where I will be interviewing Meg from Sew Liberated, Lauren from Guthrie and Ghani, and Vicki from What Vicki Made in our incredible event. I am so excited. It's kind of like, if you've ever used Zoom before, you'll be sort of familiar with the layout. It's not Zoom that we use, it's much better than Zoom. But the guests come in, you guys are in the audience, and I interview our lovely guests and give you the chance to ask any questions as well. We show off our finished chanterelles if you have finished them or made them. If you haven't, you're still more than welcome to come along. I'll pop the link below so that you can check out all the details of this month's pattern club. So am I going to make more of the chanterelles? Yes. Absolutely. There is actually a blog on the Sew Liberated website where they show you how to create a pair of cozy joggers using View B in a sweatshirting fabric, which, oh my gosh, I need to make those straight away. Will I make View B again? Maybe, with a little bit of a tummy adjustment. View A, I could make hundreds of View A and I will be very happy. I do have quite a lot of this chambray that has just arrived. There's about 5 meters here of this chambray that I actually picked up from a previous supplier. They were very happy to still send it over, which is really nice. I have other plans with some of the 5 meters, but I think a pair of wide leg chambray chanterelles would be really, really nice and work really well in terms of creating that capsule wardrobe that's not really a capsule wardrobe, but a colour palette where everything just works well together. So let me know in the comments below if you have made the chanterelle pants. What fabric did you use? What view did you sew? And if you haven't made them yet, definitely come and check out the pattern club on ThreadySetGo for all the details. I will 100% be making more of these in the next few months. Obviously, I do have lots of other plans as well. But right now, I definitely want to sew more. So join me and sew a pair of chanterelle pants as well. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.